As good marketers of the future, we have to be aware of the global issues in new product development. In particular, increasing globalization of markets and of competition provides a reason for multinational organizations to consider new product development from a worldwide perspective. These global issues can include social challenges. Think about it. From a social challenge perspective, just because we've created a product which is perfect for one market or one part of the world, it doesn't mean the need or want is universal for all countries. Different countries are at different stages of economic development, and the need and want we have might not have developed in enough other countries to create a viable target market.
The world is culturally diverse with different people having different cultural, religious, and social norms that govern how they live. Therefore, products that are accepted and consumed in one area of the world could be considered illegal in another region. For example, while alcoholic beverages are enjoyed in many places throughout the world, they are highly restricted in Muslim countries. As such, companies have to overcome new product development challenges associated with diverse cultures if they are to thrive in the global market. It is important to note that new product development challenges emanating from cultural differences can be hard to overcome since cultural practices are deeply rooted. However, altering the product offering can help to make the product more acceptable.
Technical challenges. Now, this one seems easy enough to solve, but look at it this way. Every time you go traveling overseas or you board an electronic device from overseas, they tend to have a different plug point and occasionally different voltages as well, which can really affect the products and their outcome.
Although most of the developed countries have done a good job in standardizing technology within their borders, much has to be done globally to achieve the same. This is because each country or economic zone has its own technology standardization policies. Most companies, therefore, face challenges that result from the technology standards that are adopted in different regions. One example is different plug points used in different countries. Engineers developed the idea of a ground pin to make plugs safer in the 1920s. Many countries adopted these grounded plugs immediately, but they didn't always make them the rule. As such, different countries adopted innovations like these at different times. The plugs that they used changed throughout the years. This means companies developing new electrical items must overcome that challenge. This often drives the production costs up, thus affecting the price of the product.
Legal and regulatory challenges. From a legal or regulatory challenge perspective, different countries have different requirements from an environmental perspective or an industry which might be protected, and that also causes a lot of issues.
Laws go through the bill process before becoming established as a law, as such laws are rules that govern everyone equally, while regulations only affect those who deal directly with the agency who is enforcing them. Various jurisdictions have various laws regarding the importation and use of products. Some countries have also put in place laws that limit and regulate who can access products that might pose risk to the public or have the potential to be abused. Political and religious reasons could also be used to restrict the sale of certain products, for example, selling beef in India requiring McDonald's to redevelop their menu and product offering for the Indian market. Companies have to overcome new product development challenges such as these in order to operate in different countries legally. Failure to comply with these regulations could lead to huge fines and legal problems.
Distribution challenges, that some products we develop may not be very easy to distribute. For example, if you're selling products in Australia, you can go to the large retail stores or large grocery stores like Coles and Woolies, and you've basically got national coverage. But if you go to a country like India, where they don't have one or two centralized stores, then it can be really difficult to get our products into all the cities. We may have to deal with multiple retail stores.
Distribution challenges are significant when expanding globally because they will directly determine if B2B and B2C customers can access our products and therefore impacting on the success of our product. As such, companies have to find the right distribution channels to ensure their products reach their clients wherever they are and in a timely manner. Many countries do not have a centralized distribution channel. This means that manufacturers have to work with dozens of regional distributions. In USA, new producers could take advantage of huge retailers, such as Target or Walmart, to introduce their products into the market. In other markets, for instance in Asia, other channels may be required. The choice of channel clearly depends on the type of product we are trying to sell. It goes without saying that online channels increase in relevance where established mass distribution networks don't exist. For example, sellers send their goods to Amazon's fulfillment centers and pay a fee for the corporation to store, pick, pack, and ship their wares. Amazon implemented FBA in India and to date has built nearly 24 warehouses there, investing over $600 million. Amazon's spectacular success in this challenging market shows that it knows how to succeed in the world's untapped markets. As business looking to expand globally, we have a carefully plan and implement distribution strategy to overcome this new product development challenge.
And of course, there's also promotional challenges too. Certain things that work well in Australia just may not translate very well overseas.
After a product has been successfully designed, tested, and its production is in progress, the next step is to promote and sell it. The key challenge here is that every month, thousands of new products end up in the marketplace. As such, business have to carefully design and implement marketing strategies that account for the segmentation characteristics of their selected market. Before even starting to develop new products, we must consider the problems we want to solve for our target audience within the market. The solution we come up with is the answer to our customers' problems. As such, we need to communicate this to our customers with appropriate promotional strategies. Investing in advertisement via various channels is one way to communicate our message. The costs associated with promoting products can be enormous, especially if we don't have an established network in new markets, which means that it could leave a huge financial dent in a company. Especially if we get our promotional plan wrong and our product does not succeed over time. For example, Starbucks expanded rapidly in the 90s and then closed many of their stores a decade later as their promotional plan had failed to resonate with their target audience. The key takeaway from this resulted in Starbucks redesigning their promotional plan by localizing their product messaging to connect better with audiences in each country.